in this league. You and I both know that. These teams score fast. They're explosive. You know, the Bonecrushers, they just got to come out, settle down a little bit, and get a stop.
Want to acknowledge some of our other Business Alliance members here from the USL. Official BrettFarb.com. How about Precision Color Graphics, Wisconsin Steel Industries, Erickson Auto Trip, and Curtis Ambulance Service. Also want to thank our major sponsors, 1250 WSSP and Time Warner Cable. So let's see who's going to kick it off here this time. It will be Michael Chisholm, 6 foot, 210 pounder. You'll find him on defensive end as well as linebacker. And here today, kicking off from our left to our right. 26-12 lead for Flint. And here is the boot. And the ball will go into the end zone, collected by Johnson. Johnson at his 5, to the 10. He's got some room, to the 15, up along the near wall to the 20, and he will run into David Johnson there, and he's knocked down. And a good return there by Marcus Johnson. And the Bonecrushers offense will start right around the 16-yard line.
Thought we had a couple flags out there, Doug. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's one right along the near wall, yeah.
Okay. Great run, though, once again by Marcus Johnson. That guy is fast.
Holding on the Bonecrushers on the return. And it was the 6'3", 270-pound offensive lineman, James Washington, with the hold. So it'll be now first down for Milwaukee at the 12-yard line. Ryan Myeri has over on the far side, split wide to the right. Palmer in motion. Johnson near side. It is Davis from the snap. Myeri, he'll go looking for Marcus Johnson, and it won't be a pass complete.
It's got to be roughing the passer down here, but you know, Doug, I've noticed last 2 series, we've been having a tough time on that snap. I mean, that snap is causing us a lot of problems. It's not clean. He's either jumping high for or he's too low.
But Scott Tira did not play last week against Muskegon. The Bonecrushers will pick up 10 yards here on, as you mentioned, I believe the call was roughing the passer.
Yes, it was.
So first and 10 now Milwaukee. They trail 26-12. 11 minutes remaining to go now in the second quarter. Ryan Myeri in a shotgun. Johnson in motion from the snap. It's Myeri carrying to the 25, to the 20, near wall. He'll get himself down to about the 17-yard line. Check that, the 13-yard line of Flint on a good carry there by Myeri, the quarterback of Milwaukee.
Yes, it was, Doug. It was a design quarterback draw, which we saw a lot of last week. I thought we saw a little bit too much of it last week. That was a good call, but that was a good call by the offensive coordinator there.
Well, we have seen Dinkins, the backup quarterback, going to Chorzy on an option, and we'll see if we're going to find that again in the plan. Here is Myeri leaving it off for Brian Silvas, goes wide off right tackle. Silvas bulldozes his way down to about the 6-yard line of Flint before taking the turf.
And Silvas did a pretty good job on that play. You know, it was a play that was designed to go off to the right side, did that, but what I like most about that play, he was able to get his shoulders squared up north and south and run over a couple guys. Because really, that's the kind of running back he is.
Bonecrushers now in the red zone. Ball on the 7-yard line of Flint. Myeri sends in motion near side, Reggie Davis. Here's the snap. Myeri will leave it off for Chorzy. Chorzy this time spun around and nothing going there for the big running back of Milwaukee.
Chorzy made a good cut, but you know, fullback, typical fullback, just wasn't quite quick enough to get away from that one tackler, but good cut within the hole.
In on the tackle, Brandon Stout. Mike Chisholm was in there. Now 3rd and 3 for Milwaukee. Palmer up on the far side at the line. In motion, Reggie Davis near side. Here is the pass, Myeri. He goes to the big fella, and it is Bobby Langston.
Big Bobby, that they called a little short.
Eligible, and yeah, big old PL couldn't get himself into the end zone, but
First down.
Got the ball to about the second or the 3rd yard line, and that is a first down. So big Bobby Langston, we don't see him catch a pass very often. So first down now and goal for Milwaukee. They trail 26-12, 8:40 remaining to go in the first half. In motion, Davis from the snap. Myeri will leave it off for Chorzy. Chorzy near side, up and over, into the end zone. Touchdown, Bonecrushers.
Great run by Chorzy on that, and great blocking up front too. But no, Chorzy had to run over a couple guys to get into the end zone. That's what you want to see. Second effort. One thing that I have noticed since we've done these last 2 games, now we're in our 3rd game, we have not seen any quit out of these Bonecrushers, Doug.
2-point conversion coming up for, check that. Brandon Deakins will hold here on the snap for Proban. So an extra point try here for Milwaukee. And we have whistles on the snap of the ball. And not a bad crowd here this afternoon. You got over in the Menominee Valley at Miller Park, the Brewers, who are off to an outstanding start. I think they're 4-1, Gary.
Yes.
And next door, the Admirals are taking on San Antonio in American Hockey League action. 7:58 remaining to go in the half here at the Cell.
And what if I told you you've got about 7,000 screaming girls at a volleyball tournament at the Midwest Center?
And one of those 7,000 is your 16-year-old daughter.
Yes. So there's a lot going on in the big city of Milwaukee today.
And what a beautiful day it is. Yeah, we'll have to get out and hit the links one of these days, Gary.
It should be drying up, buddy.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah, way to the right and way to the left. Military golf, left, right, left, right. The world is my golf course.
All right. And Milwaukee gets another opportunity. Here's Brandon Deakins at quarterback. He will try to take it in himself. He gets across the goal line. Where's the signal? And there it is. Touchdown. And I should say the 2-point conversion. And now the Bonecrushers can put that in the record books as I do believe their first 2-point conversion this season.
Good job by Deakins. He did a good job of running over a couple guys and getting into the end zone. Good, solid second effort by him.
So with under 8 minutes remaining to go in the first half here at the Cell, Flint now with a 26-20 lead on the home team Bonecrushers. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Sports Radio WSSB 1250, your Milwaukee sports leader. Flint Phantoms, though, with under 8 minutes remaining to go now in the half, have a 6-point lead on the Bonecrushers. And as we mentioned from the onset of our broadcast, somebody is going to leave the Beer City with a victory, as both of these teams are winless here in the early going of the season. Jake Proban will kick off for Milwaukee. And there's the boot. Ball will go into the Flint Phantoms end zone to our left. And it is brought out by Skodak. Skodak tripped up right around the 14. His momentum got him up to about the 16-yard line of the Phantoms, and that's where they will take over on offense.
Still good job of coverage. Good job of coverage. Good job of getting on the field.
Yep.
Great. That was a great tackle by Carpenter. Got in there to make a good tackle on that play.
Gene Rhodes Jr., defensive coordinator, out on the field right now. Benton Jr., Fletcher, and taking a look at Marvin Bailey. Those are the 3 big fellas up front. Antonio Freedom, Hutchins, your defensive backs. At linebacker, Dyzik. Carpenter at safety, but now he will take over as far as a defensive back. I wonder if we're going to see a rush here. Here's Antonio Freeman being beaten by Boyer. Boyer in the end zone, knocked away by Freeman.
Oh, come on!
Well, there's a flag down, and I think this one's going to be... Well, we'll have to wait for the official announcement.
Personally, I think we got hold on that call.
Antonio Freeman tried to check Boyer at the line of scrimmage and didn't do a very good job of it.
Didn't get a good jam at the line of scrimmage. But one thing that Antonio Freeman does have, Doug, he has great makeup speed. Once he gets beat, this guy has a knack of getting back to the ball. And this should not have been a penalty. Matter of fact, Antonio Freeman should have intercepted the ball. That was a horrible call. Horrible.
So this is the second pass interference by the Bonecrushers that has set up an excellent field scoring opportunity for the Phantoms. Ball on the 1 yard line, we'll call it, of Milwaukee. Fresh set of downs. And it is Roosevelt Weideman at quarterback. From the snap, he leaves it off for Broach. Broach moving towards the Milwaukee line. And now we've got a scrum. And the running back pushed back to about the 6 yard line. But I think that was probably no gain. It'll be second and short.
They did a good job. All the guys did a good job by rallying to the football there.
Yeah, we'll see now if Weideman and the Phantom will go into a play option where Weideman will have an opportunity to either run it in himself or pass it. One setback, and it'll be a Broach in behind his quarterback. Weideman under center, Charles Lawler. And here's the count. Weideman will hand it off to Broach. Broach off right tackle. Got to the goal line, but he is short. Good movement there. Good pursuit by Dyzik, the linebacker of Milwaukee. So now third and goal from, let's call it, a foot outside of the Milwaukee goal line. Well, one would think, Gary, in this situation, quarterback sneak.
Well, they're that close.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking fumble.
Yeah.
Bonecrushers recover.
Well, it's big old Marcus Fletcher up on the center. Lawler, and here is the handoff to Broach, and he's knocked down by Dyzik, and the Bonecrushers hold. It's going to be now fourth and a foot. Well, now we've got a penalty, and I do believe one of the Flint assistant coaches was beyond the required line where he can cross. This is one of the things I'm learning, Gary, as you are, I'm sure, that you are allowed. Offensive coordinator is allowed on the field, as is the defensive coordinator. And that's what it was.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Is this fourth down?
Fourth down, and now 7 to the goal line. This will be huge for Milwaukee here to hold Flint. It's 26-20, the visitors. 4:50 and counting, remaining to go in the first half. Shotgun look for Weideman. He has split on the near side. Cesare Rhodes. And now a timeout has been called.
Oh, Flint, okay.
So Flint has just used one of their 3 timeouts here in the half. Let's break away and take care of some business. With 4:43 remaining to go in the first half at the USL, it's the Flint Phantoms 26, the Milwaukee Bonecrushers 20. You're listening to CIFL action here on Sports Radio WSSP 1250.
Milwaukee Sports Leader.
Along with Gary Ellerson, Doug Pettit bringing you back to the USL. 4:43 remaining to go in the first half. Flint leading by a score of 26-20. Fourth and goal for the Phantoms. And now, head coach Keith Tunstall having a word with our referee this afternoon. And so right now we're in a little bit of a
delay.
Yeah.
Discussion with the ref. Well, it's not going to change his call no matter what it is.
The assistant coaches for the Flint Phantom, Isaiah Gates, he handles the defense, and Nate Williams the offense. All right, we're ready now. 4th and 7, 4th and goal, Flint. Shotgun look. It is Weideman. Weideman goes deep into the end zone. Nobody there, and the Bonecrushers hold. And Weideman was greeted with a hello, knock you down by Mr. Mr. David Benton Jr.
You know, he's been kind of quiet today. Maybe he's a little nicked up, but on that play, they need a big rush, and he was able to get in there and apply some pressure. That's a pretty good defensive stance by us there on that one, Doug.
Flint was 0 for 3 in the first 3 tries from a foot out before a penalty cost them some valuable real estate. So the Bonecrushers needing 6 to tie and 7 to take the lead with 4 minutes remaining to go in the half. Have the ball deep in their own zone, and now here is Chorzy. Big Adam Chorzy muscling his way up to about the 11-yard line.
Like on that goal line run, Chorzy made that linebacker miss that tackle in the hole and was able to get out there for a sizable gain on first down.
Bonecrushers switching back and forth, Chorzy and Silvas. Silvas now in at the running back position. You got Palmer on the far side, and here on the near side, Davis. Silvas behind his quarterback, Myuri. In motion, Palmer. Here is Myuri. He's got plenty of room to run, and he's running. 20, 25. Ryan Myuri to the 20. Ryan Myuri knocked down right around the 15-yard line of the Flint Phantom. First down, Milwaukee.
Nice scramble and run by Myuri. Where he get his head up and look up the field. Everybody was out in pass coverage.
Big gain there for the Bonecrushers.
And this is what he can do, Doug. He can scramble, he can run the football.
Yeah, that wasn't a gap to go through. That was a garage door opening for Myuri. Now in motion, near side, Davis. From the snap, Myuri sends one over here to Brian Silvas. He'll walk it in. Touchdown, Bonecrushers.
Nice play, nice play. Now that's what they said the first time, but they threw it to the inside. He stayed out here to flat. Nobody home. Good run, good throw by Myuri, good catch by Silvas.
Yeah, absolutely, Gary. You were mentioning before they were turning in a little bit instead of going to the outside. Right. We had an interception off of one of those plays. So tied up, the Bonecrushers and the Flint Phantom. The extra point now. Dinkins will put it down on the 10-yard line. And we have a whistle before the snap. Penalty will be called. Oh, timeout has been called by the Gravedigger.
Okay, and see once again, you know, too many guys on the field. But like I say, I'd rather take the timeout and get it right than to get a flag.
Well, the Bonecrushers will head out on the road next Saturday. And hopefully, Gary, you'll be on the Iron Lung with us as we make our way over to Marion, Ohio, and that is about 50 miles away from Columbus. And the game can be heard in its entirety immediately following Milwaukee Admirals hockey. So we'll do it now. The snap, extra point try for Milwaukee, looking to give break the tie, and the kick is up, and it is good by Jake Provan, sore toe and all. Looks like the Phantoms think there might be a squib. Back right around his 3-yard line to our left, we take a look at Jim Skodak. He returned the opening kickoff here today for a touchdown. Also has scored on an interception. Here's the boot by Provan. At the goal line, it is Skodak to his 5, to the 10, coming over here along the near wall. Nowhere to go. He goes backwards, and he is going to be back down to the 2-yard line. Good coverage there by the Bonecrushers.
That's what you want, Doug. That's the kind of coverage you need on this type of situation. Got him backed up here now. Great coverage, excellent coverage.
And James Washington was in on the tackle. Here we go. Flint with the ball. Broach with it. Stop.
Surprising.
They ran right into a wall.
Surprising.
Yeah, down along their goal line, they elected to run it right up the gut. And right there to put a halt to the running back was Marvin Bailey. 2nd and 10. Ball on the Flint 2-yard line to our left as we look at the field. Chris Lawler at center for Flint. And somebody has called a timeout. And
it looked like another timeout.
It was Flint, yeah. All right, we're ready now for further CIFL action here at the Cell. Second down, 13, Flint. Flint trails by a point. 60 seconds remaining to go in the first half. From the snap, here is Weideman airing it out, going deep and pushing and shoving there. Both were shoving. I thought Boyer would pick up a interference, but no call.
Good play by Antonio Freeman. Good coverage by Antonio Freeman.
Yeah, there was a lot of hugging and grabbing right around the 15-yard line as both Boyer and Freeman were moving downfield from our left to our right, but no penalty called. 3rd and 13 now for Flint on their 3-yard line. Shotgun look for Weideman. Split wide to the left. We take a look at Burden over on the near side. Taking a look at Chelsea Rowe.
Oh, they jumped.
And
they can't go back too much further.
They can't. They can squeeze in maybe another foot or so. A shoe size. A Bob Lanier shoe size.
Number 49 on the offense. Half the goal. Third down.
So,
tell you what, that referee, he needs to eat a little bit.
Yeah, he's slight of frame. 3rd and 14, ball on the Flint 1-yard line.
You know, it is so noisy in here. You cannot hear the refs blow their whistles from up here.
Not to mention the music.
Well, I think it's all about the crowd. We have a nice crowd in here tonight.
Good crowd. I think they're trying to reset the clock, and they have the 53 seconds now remaining to go in the half. 27-26, Milwaukee with a lead. No prevent defense here.
No.
Here is a shotgun look for Weideman. He's got the snap. He's going to go right up the middle. Boyer with the catch. Boyer far sidelines, hauled out from behind by Freeman. But the ball right out to midfield. 44 seconds and holding now. Big first down there for Flint.
Well, you didn't want that to happen, but you know what? At least it wasn't a touchdown. It was able to get a tackle, kept the guy in front of him.
So fresh set of downs for Flint. Ball at the 22-yard line of the Phantoms.
Now they're making a substitution once again for Freeman. Silva's in the game, and now you're going to put him in that deep
in the shotgun. Weideman from the snap. Weideman looking for Boyer. He's wide open at the 20 near side. And Boyer takes a hit along the near wall by Hutchins. And he's stopped there, but they pick up again about 12 yards on that quick pass to Boyer. First down, Flint. 22 seconds remaining to go now in the half. Troy Dyzik, 6'2", 242-pound linebacker. Calling the signals for Gene Rhodes Jr. Now the snap to Weideman. Shotgun. Weideman looking to the near end zone. Whoa! Penalty. Hutchins for pass interference. And this will set up an excellent scoring opportunity for the Phantoms. It was Boyer, the intended receiver, and putting the locks on him was Roderick Hutchins.
You know, he had his right hand in his hip, basically in the stomach. But, you know, Doug, they did a lot of pushing and shoving on both sides.
Yep.
All the way down the field. And they got to be consistent with that. Either they're going to call it or they're not. Now, Hutchins, I will say, was riding the guy a little bit too much on that one.
So, pass interference against Milwaukee. First down for Flint. Ball on the 3-yard line. Yeah, we'll set ourselves square. It's on the 2-yard line. Shotgun look for Weideman. Quarterback for Flint. Has the ball. He is going to run it in right up the gut. Touchdown, Flint. With 12 seconds remaining to go now in the half, it's 32-27. The Flint Phantoms.
Design quarterback draw for Flint. There's no doubt about it.
And Roosevelt Weideman threw the ball into the audience. Some of the fans here were telling the lucky recipient of the souvenir football to throw it back.
He said, no, no, no.
I'm going to keep this one. So looking to extend the lead to 34-27. 2-point conversion try by Flint. And here from the draw, Weideman. He scrambles, sends the ball into the end zone, and Flint has scored the 2-point conversion.
Big Steven Levels got that one for the Flint fans. All right.
Yeah, that's, you know, there we've talked about it since opening night. You can score quickly here in the CIFL. 34-27 now. Flint has regained the lead, but 12 seconds remaining to go in the half.
Still a lot of time. When you're talking indoor football, it is all about scoring. It is very offensive.
Milwaukee with 2 timeouts remaining. Flint with 1 here in the half. And Marcus Johnson back at the Milwaukee end zone line to our right. And right around his 14-yard line. I do believe that is Nick King, and yes, indeed it is Nick King. And here to boot it is Chisholm. Chisholm to the ball, kicks it, pooches one down here along the near wall, and picked up by Johnson. Johnson with some move. Johnson up to the 20, and he is met there, and no further with the tackle, David Johnson.
All right, now let's see what we can do here. Good return by Marcus Johnson, getting the ball upfield and getting what he can. Well, we can get at least 2 plays off it, couldn't we, Doug? At least 2 or 3? 2 for sure?
2 for sure, yeah. Let's see if...
got 2 timeouts left.
I don't think we'll see an option.
No, this has got to be going down the field.
Yeah.
Whatever they do.
So the ball on the Milwaukee 20-yard line. 7 seconds remaining to go in the half. Ryan Myeri at quarterback. Sends in motion. Johnson. Myeri going.
Oh, got him.
He's got Johnson.
Oh!
Johnson had it. Just trickle off his fingertips as he dove for the ball far side. Couldn't hold it.
Man, oh man. Beautiful play. Fake like he was going to the inside. Run like a post flag is what we call it. Take the guy to the post, jump back outside. Wide open.
And the only one that was close to him was David Johnson.